Good afternoon. So, with all this hoo-ha a moment about the driver shortage and whatnot, I'm sort of slightly concerned because obviously we don't have enough drivers coming through anyway. But in the media, it's being portrayed as a really shit job, which is like understandable, and I've been adding to that media storm with my own little things. So I just thought I'd make this video. Yes. So yeah, all my YouTube career I've been very happy-go-lucky chap. Very rarely see any problems on my videos. Very rarely have any problems. Yeah, and then suddenly I started shouting. The reason I'm shouting now is I can see this is a prime moment for us to change the bad things about the industry, because there are few, but they're not massive. And if when it's good, lorry driving can be the best job in the world. That's why a few of us stick with it and don't walk away, because we love it, because it is brilliant. It is a fantastic job, and it doesn't matter what you do. So for instance, I wrote down all my countries I've been to here. I've delivered goods to 20 countries: Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Germany, Holland, Belgium, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Slovenia, Slovakia, UK, Czech Republic, Hungary, Greece, Crete, and the Isle of Wight. And I've seen some amazing sights. I've been over the Malau Viaduct. I've seen more incredible sunsets and sunrises than you can possibly imagine. It's just reminded me of there's a Divine Comedy song about truck driving. I've seen so many, and this is all sorts of stuff. All the things I've done within my job would have been unobtainable, really. I lived in a lorry for 10 years. Some bloke on Facebook the other day asking about sleeping bags, and I said I don't like sleeping bags, and he said, well, it's obvious you haven't done many nights out in a lorry. And he's like, no. Yeah. So what my advice is, if you're a new driver or you want to come into it, know what you want, work out what you want, and go and get it. That's all there is to it. The ones who do the most disservice, like if everybody did that to start with, but too many drivers in this industry just bitch and moan in the job they've got. And use that crap, but if you don't like it, move on. If everybody started moving around a bit more, companies would have upped their levels already. So yeah. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So as I said in a previous video, it's not like to many drivers there seems to be some sort of bollocks hierarchy, and depending on who's who, it's like people will see, like I talk about all the European work I've done, and some people do occasionally pop up and accuse me of boasting, but it's not boasting. No, nothing. I just state some facts. It's not a boast. Like anybody can do it. I didn't do anything special. I'm not an amazing driver. I just went for it and did it. But I've enjoyed all the jobs I've done. So I worked in an agency in London for a few years. Great. The spread of companies that meant I ended up driving for. I've learned more in that 3-4 years in agency than I have in the rest of my career combined, frankly. So that was fine for the time being. Then I got my first European job, HSF, working for Holland, HSF in Holland. But I wanted further afield, so I ended up going to Virginia, and I went all over Europe. But that career path is no more or less valid than if somebody spent 25 years working for Tesco doing store deliveries. The way people look down on others is pathetic, if you ask me. So yeah, if you find out what you want, because even like I did a lot of Tesco work when I lived in Bristol, and it's really enjoyable. It's nice. Like a run I used to do was Haverfordwest with the double decker as the sun's going down stuff, and it's lovely running up and down to Wales at night. You get to listen to all your own music, podcasts, audio books. You're free to fart and smell. Yes. And also, when it comes to thinking about what you want, don't think that's also being portrayed a lot in the media at the moment. Is everybody's saying how much time you're away you are. We're away, but it's actually not the case. I actually think there's probably more day-night shift workers driving now than there is trampers. Tramper, if you're new, sleeps in lorry. If you tramp, it's through choice. There are plenty of jobs out there. So yeah, you got to work out what you want, work out what your family is happy with, because they're really important. What money you need, and aim for the job you think provides them all. And don't be afraid to move. And if you do that, which is what I've always done, you'll have an amazing career. Because, like I say, it is a fantastic job. It's just fantastic. I love it. And in fact, the thing is, if you did end up doing Europe, it's only the UK that has most of these problems, that people are like doing crappy services and stuff. Europe's like in another league entirely, service-wise. So, but yeah. So if you just want to drive a fuel tanker, or Tesco lorry, or B&Q, or drive around Europe, go for it. It's all possible, and it is all available. And I've been talking for a bit too long now. Bertie, what do you think of the whole situation?
I think you're all a bunch of cunts.
Okay. Right. I bid you good day.